Welcome back to an Inside KELOLAND special, highlighting the top positive stories of 2023. Up next, KELOLAND's Tom Hansen tells us how a chance encounter restored a 70-year-old friendship in Sioux Falls.
First time we met, Jessica had your new baby, Cheryl. Oh, yeah. And I was expecting my first.
At Good Samaritan Society's Sioux Falls Village, Irene Nelson and Darlene Johnson talk about old times. Darlene is 92 and Irene a year younger. More than 70 years ago, the two young mothers met in Wentworth, and according to Irene's niece, they became the best of friends.
Irene lived on the farm between Wentworth and Coleman, and Darlene lived in Wentworth, and their husbands knew each other. And so then they just became close, and they started having children about the same times, and they just grew up together.
But a few years ago, they lost track of each other. Darlene is in the special care unit working on her memory. Irene is recovering from a leg injury, so she can go back to assisted living. A few weeks ago, she was talking with her niece, who happens to be the activities supervisor at the nursing home.
And she says, you know, I have this friend that I just lost contact with, and it just dawned on me that maybe she's been here.
Becky put two and two together. She reached out to Darlene's family and arranged for a reunion.
When I brought Darlene to see Irene the first time, I didn't tell Darlene who she was going to see. And she saw Irene, and a big smile came on her face. She goes, I know her, that's my friend. So it just was so heartwarming.
When these two get together, there are decades of memories.
She had all these chickens up there in that barn. And remember that?
I remember it.
And here she come carrying these pails of eggs, 2 pails, of eggs.
Later in life, they both ended up moving to Sioux Falls and made weekly get-togethers at the Frying Pan.
Sometimes for lunch and for coffee.
It was all different times, but we went.
That was our hangout.
The surroundings have changed, but the friendship hasn't.
Friendship to me is most wonderful. That is a person that you find, you can tell them anything, and it stays there.
Two friends, reunited and thankful to have each other back in their lives.
Without friends, you can't get along. With life at all, you have to have friends.
With Positively KELOLAND, I'm Tom Hansen.
They say you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. That's exactly why some Canton area residents are doing something special every Tuesday morning. KELOLAND's Don Jorgensen has this story.
Just as the sun comes up, Steve Zebarth, who is a retired pastor, backs out of his driveway, just like he's done every Tuesday morning for the past 10 years, to go get some donuts.
Sad farmers often grow different grasses.
Not for himself, but for these guys.
And our goal is to just engage the guys that are here.
Zebarth and a handful of others come to the nursing home in Canton to sit down and have coffee and donuts with some of the old farmers.
We joke. We come in, we say we eat donuts and drink coffee and swap lies.
I think Lewis hit a 3-run homer.
They talk about everything from farming to old tractors to the latest equipment.
I mean, a lot of these guys have been farmers and have engaged in the agricultural economy over the years, and so they know all about it. And of course, when they start reminiscing, boy, stories come. It's incredible.
So are the unbreakable friendships they have fostered.
This is KELOLAND. These are our friends. These are our neighbors. Gathered around that table there, you're going to find a encyclopedia's worth of wisdom and knowledge, maybe a little bit of spice, and a whole bushel basket full of humor.
Bill Johnston is one of the residents here. He loves this kind of fellowship, something he never got a chance to do in farming.
No, there was too much work to do on the farm then, so that's the one good thing about this. You can, meet your friends and everything, and you have a good time.
Part of that good time also includes an NFL football pool where the residents get to pick what teams they think will win each week. Johnston had the most right.
But I did have the Vikings wrong.
Football or not, they all say these get-togethers over coffee and donuts is a win-win for everyone and a highlight for the week.
I don't know about them, but it's the highlight of mine.
Even the three-point hitch works on it.
With Positively KELOLAND, I'm Don Jorgensen.
A mission to bring new artwork to downtown Brookings brought more than 100 people together this past spring. The project was spearheaded by the Brookings Arts Council. The group invited community members to help them paint the mural as part of 605 Day.
We saw people of all ages coming. I mean, everywhere from a 2-year-old on up to elderly. We're out here painting, and so that was a lot of fun to see everybody come together for that.
The mural is located behind Nick's Hamburgers and features several Brookings landmarks, including the South Dakota State Campanile and the downtown skyline.